how to communicate for better relationship.
Non-violent communication.
Okay, what happens if we don't communicate well?
Well, I think what can happen very easily is that we go into an argument, like we go into defensive mode, because I think especially in close relationships, what, for example, with your partner or with your best friend or your parents, like everything you take it very personally.
Right.
Right? So it hurts, you know, it's human, right? It hurts. So most people either they shut down or they go into defensive mode and they say like, but you do the same, or like, but you do that as well, but you know, remember that time, they go into the past and so on. This can end into a drama, and in the end it's like, it's not being said what needs to be said, and the people are not being heard. So nonviolent communication is a beautiful model to have a conversation where people can say what they need to say, and people can get heard. So it really focuses on your needs. So I mean, ideally, let's say you're in a relationship, ideally, I mean, it's great if you kind of both learn about this modality, that is ideally. But I think even if just one of them kind of knows about it, it's already helpful, because it brings in a new understanding and awareness. So how it works is, instead of communicating what a person did, like instead of focusing on just like the what he did or she did wrong or what should be different, like focusing what do you actually need? What is the underlying need? Because behind every emotion, behind every trigger, every kind of emotional reaction, there is a need.
Okay.
And if we can communicate that need in an environment, in a space where the people can listen, actually that's all that needs to be done. So I give you an example, like if let's say someone says, why you didn't pick up my call? Why you never pick up my call? Like, I told you need to pick up my call when I call you, and you always do that. By the way, these are like, there are also these words which are kind of non-go in nonviolent communication, you always, or you never, or you always and never. They're usually, it's never true, right? But what lies behind that, actually, it's probably a need for safety, right? So one person probably has a need for safety. So in nonviolent communication, instead of saying what happened, you can still say what happens, but if we really allow to listen to the other person, and I can say to you, you know, I feel a need for safety.
Okay.
I feel not safe in these circumstances. I feel lost. I feel alone. I have a need for safety, or for companionship, or for belonging. Like, if we can express these needs to the other person, and then in a ideal situation of nonviolent communication, the other person would feedback or reflect it back to you. So I hear you have a need for safety. I hear you have a need for stability. I hear you have a need for belonging. I hear you have a need for respect, right? I feel, or I hear you have a need for kindness, whatever it may be. And then the other person say, yes, yeah, you hear it right. And the magic happens. Like seriously, like if the person can communicate their need and the other person can listen to that, all the rest of the story, it doesn't matter, because that's just chit chat. That's just like fireworks going on and just confusion. But let's focus on what's behind that emotion, what's behind that feeling, and behind there is a need for something. And I think if we can listen to the need, empathy, compassion can show up. Because I never realized you have a need for safety. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you feel lost. I didn't realize you feel like that. And I think this can open up for the deeper conversation, but it needs a space where the person just can talk. So that's another kind of model where you just say, hey, I have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
and you're not allowed to say anything, and I can just share. And after that, you're not allowed to to comment anything. You're just allowed to share from your side. So that is another really beautiful way that can work in any relationship, because we just can be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and it can be that I maybe just want to sit still in my now these are my 15 minutes. This is just mine. Maybe I want to cry. Maybe I'm just going to say a few things. I feel hurt. I feel neglected. I feel like this, and and then now it's your 15 minutes, and you're not commenting or arguing back, but you just share your version, because for us as humans, we all have our own lens of perception, right? So I think these are two really magical tools for communication in relationship. But I think it needs the framework is kind of need the understanding that, okay, especially for the second one, like, okay, let's do this. Let's have this kind of talk where we do this 5 minutes.
Does it need to be like specific situation or just anything? Having time to together, and then one person share, another person share.
That's a really good question, and I think actually you could do that anytime, any day. But I think often it's used as a tool for to solve conflict. Right?
It's like almost fight already, then stop.
Yeah, or it could be maybe like the fight happened already. Let's say this morning there was like this situation,
okay.
and now this evening, okay, let's sit together. Hey, what happened? Because I think especially in a relationship, like a romantic relationship where you live with a partner like long term together, it's like, let's get better together at this. Like, how can we prevent this of not happening again? Or like, how can we do it better the next time? So I think, this is the best way, because I think if you're right in the middle of, let's say, an argument or a fight, it's quite difficult unless both persons, they are quite aware to say like, hey, okay, let's stop it now here.
Okay.
What's your need? But there is a beautiful tool. I used to keep one of these cards in my wallet, which is a card with needs. It's like on two sides, like a name card. You have maybe 50 different nouns of needs, like the ones I said before, like respect, love, stability, belonging, all of that. Because often, if you're like in an emotional kind of, trouble, and just like out of your, not inside of you, not inside your heart, you actually don't know what you need. You just know, I'm angry. That's all I know right now. It's like, I'm angry, but what is the need behind that anger? So sometimes looking at this card and reading through these needs is a really, really beautiful self-reflection to read through, and then suddenly you see the word healing, and suddenly you start to cry, like, wow, I have a need for healing.
Wow.
So this is for the people who have like learned nonviolent communication. This is kind of a trick. You can have this need card with you, and I mean, if the other person.
How to get a need card?
Yeah, I guess I still have a file somewhere on my laptop. I guess I could get it to you.
Okay.
Or you can create your own. It's like
ChatGPT.
Yeah, probably you could do that. By the way, the guy who invented, or the founder of nonviolent communication, is called Marshall Rosenberg. So also you can go like on YouTube and watch some of his like presentations. It's really powerful. It's a really, really powerful tool.
Let me get an example to be more understand. Like, for example, I see I want my husband to wake up early, not to rush in the morning.
Okay. Well,
how can I?
Okay. How can you get it? How can you?
How can I apply this?
Okay. First of all, let me ask you, how do you feel when he wakes up late? How does it make you feel?
Because the consequence of people who wake up and rush is like they get stressed.
Yeah, he gets stressed, or you get stressed?
He gets stressed.
Do you get stressed as well?
And it's affect to the kids. Yeah, like rushing, and of course, if he's stressed, I'm stressed too, right? So in this situation, how should I communicate them?
Okay. So let's find out what is the need behind that, because the way
I want to feel happy. I want to feel calm.
Okay. Happy, I don't think that's the real need. Calm, that's the word. Calm.
I want to feel
You want
calm.
to feel calm. Okay. So you communicate it to him like this. You communicate it to him like this. Like instead of saying, it's a great example. Like instead of going to him and say like, you wake up late again. Now we're in a rush again. We need to go to school. We need to send the kid. Right? It's like you show your unhappiness, your not calmness, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's expressed as like a fire. But instead of that, wait for the evening. Wait for a moment where you have a calm time. Definitely don't choose to talk to him in that moment because you're already stressed. But in the evening, like say, hey, this evening when let's say the kids are in bed, can we talk? Can we sit down? And then you already prepare him for something. Oh, what's coming now, right? What's coming now? So, and then you invite him just to listen to you. You invite him, hey, please, there is something on your heart you would like to share. It's nothing big, but it's meaningful for you. Can you just listen for 5 minutes? And then you say, you realized that this waking up late, it creates a stress inside of you, and I really have a need for calm, because this will you can also add on that the result of when you feel calm, what does it do to you? Like, because when I feel calm in the morning, I can go through the day much more relaxed and much more grounded and less stress. And do you hear what I'm saying? Like what do you understand? And this is it sounds a bit psychological, but I kind of emphasize it that you ask him to kind of reflect what does he hear, because maybe he will say, so you want me to wake up early, and then you say no, that's not what you said. Like sure, that is the end result, but what you said is if he wakes up late, it creates stress, and you actually have a need for calm, especially in the morning, which is such an important part of the day for you, time of the day. And then you ask him again, like, do you hear? What do you hear? What did I say? What do you hear? And then he will think, and he might say, well, so I hear you have a need for calm in the morning. You need like more gentle morning, so you don't feel rushed the rest of your day, right? Yeah, right. Take a deep breath, and it can change and shift. Like it's that easy. Like try it out. It's very very easy, very simple. All credits not to me, but to Marshall Rosenberg, who created this model. And I mean, I learned that in a week-long course, but I think it can be applied very easily. Like it can be learned and understood quite easily. It's not like rocket science.
I think like actually that's like pause first and giving time to have awareness.
Yeah, and I think the most important before you talk, like first, okay, find the good moment. Don't talk when the drama is like bursting out, but like wait for the calm, right? Wait for the storm to be over.
Yeah.
And then the second important, as you say, like have awareness first. Like instead of going and say like, you wake up late again, and just scold him or her, is like have self-awareness. What do I need? Why am I angry? Why?
It's good.
Why am I angry?
Yes.
Like, and really go and self-reflect, journal it down. I love journaling. So
Me too.
Yeah, nice.
See, it being everywhere.
Yeah, me too. I always bring journal with me. So it's really powerful. Like write it down. It's like, this morning I got angry again. This happened, and it's like, hey, why do I get angry?
So I think this is good, so people can take away too. Like when we feel uncomfortable or angry, ask the question.
Yes. Right.
Why I feel like this?
Yes.
What do I need?
Yes. And before
Okay.
you react or talk or do something, get that question answered.
Okay,
And
okay.
behind every feeling, there is a need. Behind every feeling, there is a need, for sure. Behind anger, behind sadness, behind like,
Yeah.
there is some need for something.
Yeah, makes sense because if we just speak to another person, it's like blame.
Exactly.
But when we say our need, it's actually our responsibility.
Exactly.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah,
Thanks for sharing. It's good one.
this is why when you said like it makes me feel stressed before in that situation that you just share is like, well, when you say that, it actually means you're blaming the other person for
right.
the stress, but actually you're responsible for your environment, for like,
That's true.
Yes, but sure, you can communicate because the external environment sure has an influence of how we feel, right? So especially in such a close relationship. So
That's good. Cool. I add one thing.
please.
This is add to what you share. So I love Toastmaster, especially the evaluation part.
Okay. How
Guess
does
when-
it work? I'm not that familiar with
Okay.
it.
So normally when we do something and we get feedback, when another person speak feedback, like what you need to improve, how do you feel? Like you're just giving speech and another person just said, oh, I think you speak too loud. Immediately you feel terrible, right? Especially if you are new beginning and you don't feel motivated to do more. And I found this actually can apply to relationship as well. So in the Toastmaster, we have the method called sandwich method.
Okay.
So
Positive,
we start
negative,
with,
positive.
Yes, positive first,
Yeah.
and then what to challenge.
Yeah.
No, don't say but, don't say however. Just say what you could do better, even better. You already
even
good,
better.
but
Yes, yes.
what you could do even better is this. Yeah, I use this and it's helped a lot.
You use it in your
I have
relationship?
been using because I practice, I join Toastmaster regularly, and it's really helped me as a teacher because I'm a teacher, right? When my clients send homework or doing something, and if I immediately like what you need to improve without any complimenting, it can really affect their emotion, like or it can be sometimes demotivate and they don't
Right.
want to do anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Focus on what can be better rather than like, focus on the positive rather than the negative,
Yes,
even though
yes.
there is something to improve.
Like show the positive first. Oh, I love your eye contact. I love that you speak very soft. And I love how you dress up. This is so good. You have been improved already. You could do even better if you walk silently and no one hear that you are walking.
Right. Instead of saying like you walk like an elephant, right?
Is it sound better for you?
Sounds much better, yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
words are so powerful. I mean, another, next to nonviolent communication, there is a modality called conscious communication. There is a book on this as well. It's so powerful. And I love it because it also focuses on how you communicate with others, but the main part of communication is the communication with yourself. I'm not good enough. I can never do that. I'm not sure if I can succeed in this. Like this self-talk is happening like so much, like for many people.
Affirmation. Right?
Affirmations, silent affirmations, or loud affirmations even, and words are powerful. Like they can create,
Right.
they can create your reality. They do create your reality. So sometimes just I call it like upgrading your words.
Yes.
It can be very, very powerful. It's like I say, hey, don't forget the key at home, okay? What do? You forget the key, right? So just a simple example, but it's like everyday example, but it's like your brain, your subconscious, you hear forget key, don't forget the key, but it's like, so remember, bring the key along, right? It's just like these small tiny shifts, and I mean this is now a kind of a very simple example, but for like for people who have big visions and they want to create a life full of joy and beauty and peace and love and good relationships, is our words matter. You know?
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Wow, nice. So now we got 3 points. Let's summarize. The first
Please
one
summarize.
is the need, right?
Yes.
So instead of telling the person directly, just find out first what is our need
Behind your feeling.
behind
right?
the feeling.
Yes.
Okay. And the second one is
Setting up the right space and having also that modality of the separate like time.
Yes.
That's your
Time
space. That's your
for-
time, and you listen.
yes.
Yep,
Okay, that's good one. And the third one is for me.
Yeah. Toastmaster.
Sandwich method.
Sandwich method.
Oh, nice. Let us know what you like and what you're gonna apply. And see you again. Thank you so much, Nick.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.